This deck is just OTK every day. Like, when it goes off, it goes off. And it's a pretty competitive budget deck. You can buy all the Gishki cards for less than 40 bucks, which is really amazing. And add Gustav Max for another 20 if you can, because he's only legal in the United States for now, sadly. But to get a deck with potential to be competitive for 50 bucks, that's really amazing. I can say that out of the 20 singles that I had, where I didn't have to deal with Fisher and stuff like that, I made 15 OTKs. So the deck is really consistent if it can make it plays. So I'm going to show you some duels that I had, and then I'll meet you with the profile. So I hope you enjoyed the duels. I'll just say the name of the Gishki cards really fast before I explain what I have to explain. So we got Gishki Beast, Gishki Shadow, Gishki Aerial, Gishki Abyss, Vision Gishki, Evi Gishki Zil Gigas, and Gishki Aqua Mirror, and of course the important Gustav Max, which I obviously can't read its full name and I'll never know how. Uh, so this is the deck. As you see, the side is really irrelevant, just a bunch of random cards. You'll need stuff like 3 MSTs in your side, unless you have it in your main instead of the Forbidden Lands, which will make the deck even cheaper. And maybe 3 Malvomit Catastrophe in exchange for the Royal Decree, because then you can answer stuff like Fissure, which just kills the deck, and a lot of answers to Ophion, obviously. Although Maestro, or Mastro, I don't know how to say its name, I'm sorry, is really good against Ophion, and you can bring it easily with Gishki Beast, and then you can explode with your Zilgiga, so that's another thing you can do. Um, so I want to talk about the trap cards that I chose, the Maxed, Reckless Greed, and Royal Decree. Reckless Greed is really amazing. You can set it to bait out the opponent's MSTs, so you can set a much safer Royal Decree next turn. You draw the card that you need, and in a deck like this, sometimes you need just that one card to go off. So I really like a Reckless Greed, and sometimes I draw like 2 Reckless Greed and 1 Royal Decree. So I use the fact that Reckless Greed is chainable. I activate Royal Decree, chain both copies of the Reckless Greed, they resolve first. I draw 4 cards, and now I have Royal Decree face up on the field, so I probably can OTK my opponent next turn. Um, I really like the combination of those cards. Trogodia, also nice in this deck because you don't use your resources from the hand until you make the big push. You'll do stuff like normal summoning Gishki Abyss or set Aerial, so you can bring a really strong Trogodia for your opponent to get rid of and use resources to get rid of. So that's really nice. And also it's level 10, so you can tribute it with Gishki Aqua Mirror for Zilgigas, so it's really funny. Uh, Glacia, it's not a must in this deck, but it's really nice because you have graveyard control. You have Gishki Beast, you have Gishki Vision Gishki and Gishki Shadow, which are discardable. You have Salvage, of course, and Gishki Aqua Mirror, so you control your grave to bring Glacia. I really like that card in here. And also you can use it instead of using Gustav Max. Of course, it's not good as Gustav Max to have in your extra deck because you actually need to draw it.